dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to, oh why can't I? Wake up where the clouds are far behind.
Losing someone you love is heartbreaking enough, but to lose a child is just unimaginable. So we, Pride of the Isle, pledge to help children with disabilities to make a better quality of life, make wishes and dreams come true, support adults and children that are terminally ill to create memories for them and their loved ones. This cannot be achieved without you, though. You can make a difference by just being here, or by sharing, promoting on social media, fundraising, and continuing to support in any way you can. Each and every committee member is unique and passionate. Sorry, it keeps banging with every P I do. We are all the same. We have all the same goal to make a difference to people's lives. They all work so hard throughout the year with all their energy and commitment coming straight from the heart, as we are very proud to announce that we are a no-salary charity and always will be. Not forgetting our volunteers, all of the bar, they're all volunteers, and our special and our very special friends who help us in all they way, in the way they on their own. We don't try to explain why we do what we do. For those who have experienced the joy, no explanation is necessary. For those who haven't, no explanation is possible. The generosity of our sponsors astound me and humble me, makes me so proud to be chair of an amazing charity. We, the Pride of the Isle, have been carefully selected by our sponsors because they believe in us, they want to help us, and they want to be a part of us. And together, all of us will make a difference. There are so many unknown heroes in the world, more so in our own country, yet somehow we seemingly forget the heroes in our own lives and in our own community. So what exactly is a hero? What does a hero look like? There is no one definition of what makes a hero, but tend to be the unsung heroes who are quietly doing amazing work for improving their community, fighting a great battle with illness or simply doing a good deed. It's only after they are nominated that we hear of them. So we encourage you to nominate any individual for 2018 awards that you know and feel deserve to be acknowledged as an unsung hero. Click on prideoftheisle.com/nominate. 2016 saw 3 very brave and inspirational young people lose fight against cancer. Although I never really truly knew these amazing people, I have read their stories, I have met them, kept up to date with their progress, the one thing Facebook is good for. Vashti Emma Clayson was a great believer in positivity. She was a musical talented and a creator in true art. Heal with a Smile is her Facebook page. If you read it, you will get to know the true Vashti. Ebony Smith, a cheeky 7-year-old who lived life to the full. There are not many 7-year-olds who love to go shopping. Her mum taught her well. She loved Peppa Pig, dressing up as a princess, making an impact on everyone she met, but most of all, she loved her family. That was so plain to see. She always looked up at her big sister Chantal with pride. Kasabian, just 8 years old, as poorly as he was full of life, hyper at times, and his laugh was contagious. He could be mischievous, but one thing that got people when they met him was his smile. It lit any room, and you always knew he was around. Kaz's biggest love was his mummy and daddy, Buddy his dog, and the Boogie Storm. These amazing young people receive wishes and memories, putting smiles on their faces and lots of memories for their loved ones. And this is why Pride of the Isle do what we do. Thank you. I'd like to announce our amazing host, Craig Phillips.
Well done, thank you very much, Lisa. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A huge, big, warm welcome. It is my great pleasure and honour to be your host this evening. First, we will apologise about the little delay with the starting. We had a little bit of a problem laying the tables out because when I arrived, I couldn't find anywhere to park. So unfortunately, I just had to leave the jet in the centre. So I do apologise about that. I hope it's no inconvenience to anybody here tonight. But tonight's promised to be a wonderful evening. There's great entertainment and there certainly will be many tears. So we have left the tissues on the table there for you. Okay, the Lexus Legacy Pride of the Isle Awards were launched in 2014 in memory of the late Alexander Strong of Epworth, who showed astounding bravery beyond his 7 years of in face of the rare form of cancer that ultimately claimed his life. Lex was so caring, had just a beautiful smile. His love for the Star Wars figures and all the characters have led them to be part of the Pride of the Isle Awards forever. And you can see it's an ongoing charity, it really, really is. Now, before we get into the awards tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I would like everybody here to take part in a challenge with me. Are you happy to do that? Has everybody heard of the Mannequin Challenge? Well done, ladies and gentlemen. That was fantastic. Give yourself a round of applause. I've got to say, that was bizarre, just watching everybody stay completely still. I've never seen that amount of people be that quiet and stay still. We are going to be entertaining you throughout the night, and we're going to start straight away with our first act coming on. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and show a big warm welcome to James Taplin.
Hey guys, like I say, it's a real privilege to be here tonight. For the reasons, all the reasons aptly discussed a few minutes ago. But also be probably one of the last events we'll have, maybe with the Vulcan as well. So I think we're all lucky tonight to be enjoying such a lovely night. Good job for everyone who's put it together. Try this song here, guys. When you're down in trouble, you need some love and care. Nothing, oh nothing is going right. Your head together now. Call my name out loud. Soon I'll be knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You got a friend, you got a friend. It's the sky up above you to turn dark and full of clouds. To blow. Keep your head together now. Call my name on love. Oh, I'll soon be knocking upon your door, brighten even your darkest night. You just call out my name. Wherever I am, I'll be running. See you again. Oh, in the spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. I ain't good to know you got a friend. People can be so cold. They hurt you, yes, they hurt you. Take your soul if you let them. Baby, don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll be running. Got a friend. You got a friend. Thank you.
Now the lady I'm about to bring up next, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure many of you do know her, Maxine Strong, but those of you who don't, she is the mother of the late Alexandra Strong. So please, please give us the biggest respect and keep silent while Maxine shares her words with us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. Can you hear me? I would just like to take a minute just to take a step back and look at what we've achieved and who is here tonight. I'd also like everybody that has a glass to raise it in Alexander's memory, please. although I haven't got one myself. I'd just like to say cheers to Alexander. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Maxine Strong, and I am mum to Olivia and Alexander. Tonight's ball marks the 4th anniversary that we said goodbye to our beautiful son, and the reason that we are all here. Lex's legacy lives on in Pride of the Isle, and over the past 4 years our charity has grown. Cheers, Steve. That's thrown me. Lex's legacy lives on in the Pride of the Isle, and over the past 4 years our charity has grown and been carried like a bright beacon, making a difference in people's lives, especially children. Last year's ball so has raised a staggering £15,000, which was split between Pride of the Isle and Bluebell Wood Children's Hospice. Thank you. Here are some of the children and adults that we've been able to help over the past year. Lucas, a little boy with cerebral palsy, needed a sensory room at home to help with learning and play, so we donated a sum of money to make this possible. Lily, a young girl who had been burnt and was receiving treatment in hospital, received gifts and balloons to help lift her spirit at such a distressing and painful time. Kasabian, a very good friend of Alexander's, a little boy who was a nominee at last year's ball, was having a treehouse built in his garden to give him space to play with his 6 siblings while he fought a 7-year battle with cancer, so he gave a donation to make his dreams come true. Evie May, a beautiful baby who suffered a brain injury, was in need of sensory toys to help her play and learn, so he gave a donation. Ebony, little girl battling cancer, was celebrating her 7th birthday at home, so Mickey and Minnie turned up with a birthday gift and balloons and tickets for Circus Star. Emma Vashti, a beautiful, talented young woman battling cancer and had limited mobility, was provided with an Independence Trike as a wedding gift. Daniel, a young man who was fighting a brain tumour, needed holiday insurance for a much-needed break with his young family, to which we contributed, making this happen. We arranged and paid for Boogie Storm to attend a surprise celebration for close family and friends for Kasabian. Joel, a little boy with type 1 spinal muscular atrophy, was in need of a retreat room where he could be surrounded by sensory toys and Peppa Pig walls. We gave him the chance to relax with his family in a quiet environment. And in December, we purchased a large amount of Christmas gifts for the underprivileged children within our community. So, for those of you who don't know the reason Lex's Legacy Pride of the Isle was born, this is the story of a little boy, my little boy, whose life was cut short at 7 years old. Alexander, or Lex for short, was born on the 11th of February 2005, a little brother to Olivia, who was 20 months older. They looked identical, 2 peas in a pod. In 2006 we moved to Saudi Arabia, where my husband Mark was working. Life on the compound was fantastic for the children. They adapted to a different world and made lots of new friends. In 2008 we moved back home to Epworth, and during the next few months we adjusted to being home and rekindling friendships. That summer I took Lex to Lex to the doctors, who referred him to DRI, which is Doncaster Royal Infirmary, for tests, as Lex had lumps in his neck. He was tested for leukemia and lymphoma, and the tests were negative, so life carried on. 18 months later, after a fall, Lex started to complain of tummy pains while he was at school. After a trip to the doctors, we were referred back to DRI. Due to an emergency, we were sent home and told to go back to the doctors. The next morning, after taking Lex back to the doctors and taking him back to school, we had a call telling us to take him straight to Sheffield Children's Hospital. We spent the day on a ward, Lex having blood tests which were negative, but following an ultrasound and further scans, and after 6 hours we received the worst news a parent could hear. Our little 4-year-old son had a malignant tumour the size of a grapefruit silently growing in his abdomen. 1 week later, Christmas Eve 2009, and following a biopsy, we were called back to Sheffield and received the devastating news that Lex had neuroblastoma cancer, a rare childhood cancer affecting less than 100 children a year in the UK. Our world came crashing down. When cancer comes calling, it doesn't matter what age, colour or creed. It affects families like a delicate glass bauble falling from the branch of a Christmas tree, shattering into tiny pieces, impossible to repair. Cancer fractures families, causing more than just broken hearts. The financial burden is just as heavy, causing a huge strain too. Split between home and hospital, we took any help we could get from family and friends, especially with help for Olivia, who was only 6 years old. Lex adapted like most children do without question, and was a popular patient at Sheffield Children's Hospital, where he made friends easily. No matter how ill he was, he felt, he always had a smile. The doctors and nurses often commented on how smart, well-behaved and polite he was. Lex could tell the time at 5 years old, which was really annoying for Olivia, even though he couldn't read or write due to his lack of schooling. He was very clever like his dad, and sometimes very serious, but he had a wicked sense of humour and the most wonderful laugh. If we were in hospital, Lex would attend school on the ward, and he quickly got to know the names of all the staff. Over time, due to his maturity and friendliness, the doctor would ask Lex to explain to new patients what happens when he had transfusions, and what his port was for, which was the bung in his chest. He managed to put other children at ease, especially if they were distressed, which was a common occurrence on the ward. When Lex was well enough to leave the ward, we spent a lot of time at the museum across the road. Lex loved making computer-generated dinosaurs, and once named, he could release them into an environment to see how long they would live. He always found it highly amusing if mine was eaten straight away. The Botanical Gardens was also a favourite place to visit, especially the bear pits. And if you ever visit when the flowers are in bloom, look out for the most beautiful orange rose. It's an Alexander rose. When beads of courage was introduced on the ward, Lex was the first child to receive them, and after every procedure, he would receive a specific bead to show what he had done, and he kept them on a long, thick shoelace. When Lex became a patient at Western Park Western Park Cancer Hospital, he made the staff happy with his pleasant chats and ways, and he would often cause chaos by racing cars up and down. After 30 sessions, he became quite popular with the staff, and after all, you don't see many 5-year-olds walking in and out after grueling radiotherapy with a smile asking for another sticker for his star chart. Lex was a patient at Western Park 3 times over 3 years. During those 3 years when Lex was in hospital or at home or attending Epworth Primary School with his friends, his friends were always very protective and happy to see him. While Lex was too ill to attend school, his friends would bring cards and gifts. Often, if school were attending church, I would lift Lex up so he could stand on his bedroom windowsill and wave to his friends when they walked past, hearing them shouting and cheering his name. Lex had a love of Lego that grew with a passion. He had the patience of a saint, and he built the most amazing creations on his own quite happily, while we had them safely put away to keep and treasure. Lex loved music. This was mainly due to the amount of time we spent in the car, travelling over 33,000 miles to and from Sheffield, listening to a variety of music depending on his mood and if it was morning, noon or night. Lex loved gardening, making a mess, digging plants up and joining in when Tilly, our dog, decided to dig bones up. Oh, now we have a beautiful part of the garden which has been planted and made by his friends, which has his favourite plants and toys in, and a lion on the wall, which was his favourite animal. Lex loved bath time, lying flat out, covered in bubbles, singing away. Tilly often tried to get in the bath too, and enjoyed eating half the bubbles. It wasn't until 6 or 7 months before he passed away that he stopped having them, due to having a port on one side of his chest and a Broviat line, which meant tubes were permanently hanging out of his chest. This is when he stopped looking at himself in a mirror. Although he rarely complained, he clearly found it too distressing to look at himself. Lex's love of his friends was apparent. If they came to visit, he would be on the Wii with them or just chilled out building Lego. His favourite colours were green and orange. One day, school arranged a non-uniform day, Lex Day, and all the children wore green or orange or both. What a wonderful sight. Our dog Tilly, she's a Staffy Boxer rescue, was adopted by us early January 2012. We'd waited hoping Lex would hit remission, but it never happened. And we adopted her soon, and she became Lex's best friend, always by his side. And when the cancer spread and she couldn't rest her head on his legs anymore, she would lay in front of him, forever loyal and loving. Olivia was the most amazing sister to Lex, always patient, loving and caring. She was our ears during the night as her room was next door, and he loved it when she read his bedtime story, making sure he was comfortable and his night feed was working properly. November 2012, the ward arranged for Olivia and Alexander to take part in the Guinness World Record for the longest string of beads. Early January, they received world record medals from the Little Heroes charity for taking part. When we received the news in December 2012 that there was no more treatment available, we were asked where we would like Lex to be when he passed away. The cancer had spread like a raging fire through his little broken body. Our decision was made that we would go to Bluebell Wood Children's Hospice. Lex passed away peacefully on the 25th of January 2013, aged 7 years old. No parent should outlive their child. This is a greater loss than any other. You'll never recover and grieve to the end. We all have had to learn to adapt to life without Lex. A beautiful, kind, brave little boy who fought for just over 3 years with dignity and courage. So to start this year off in a positive way, I decided it was time to tackle Lex's bedroom. Finding his Christmas presents tucked under his bed, unopened, just broke my heart. But I've managed to go through his toys and books. A lot of sadness and smiles remembering. But now we can go in and look at the beautiful green star that hangs from the light and know it was time. I also know that there are some of Lex's friends here tonight and have his picture by their beds. And that means more to me than you will ever know. So thank you for listening. And now you know the story of the boy with a beautiful smile whose life was stolen too soon, but in his memory we have created a magnificent legacy that will only grow through time. Lex, I love you to the moon, around the stars and back again, Molly. Thank you.
Strong, ladies and gentlemen.
James. This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move, and then hear my heart burst again. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall and face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall and face it all together. Let sky fall. Where you go, I go. What you see, I see. Put your hand in my hand and we'll stand. Let the sky fall
women. Do we have any Sam Smith fans in the house tonight? Oh, we have one. We have one Sam Smith fan. Okay, this next song is by Sam Smith. It's called Not the Only One. This song's for you, you're the only one. From better or from worse, I can't believe you let me down, but the proof is in the way it hurts. 4 months old and I've had my doubts, been lying every tear, yeah. I wish this would be over now, but I know I still need you. You say I'm crazy. You don't think I know what you've done, but when you call me baby, I know I'm not good. You've been so unavailable now. Say I know mine. Yours is unattainable, even though Lord knows He can't mine. You say I'm crazy. You don't think I know what you've done. Well, call me baby. I know I'm not the only one. I love you for many years. Baby, I am just not enough. You made me realize my deepest fears by lying and tearing us apart. You say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done, but when you call me baby, I know I'm not the only one. You say I'm crazy. Oh, you don't think I know what you've done. When you call me baby, I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. And I know, and I know, and I know, and I know, and I know. I know I'm not the only one. Thank you very much.
I'd just like to say that every one of you who've been nominated for the 2017 awards are all winners. You are all heroes and very special people. Give yourselves a round of applause. So can we please welcome up on stage the sponsor of the first award of the evening. It's the Male Awards, and it's Neil from Linden Lakes. If Neil could kindly come up, is he available? He's making his way, yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our first award of the evening is the Male Award, and the categories are Carl Tomlinson. I'll tell you about Carl's story. On the 14th of July 2016, Carl was on the way to Alton Towers in a coach with 45 pupils in years 7 and 8 for the awards trip from school. 1 hour into the journey, the driver collapsed, making the coach drift across 3 lanes and bang into the central reservation of the M1. Carl took over the wheel and steered it back to the correct lane. 2 teaching assistants, Diane Nuns and Stephanie Parkinson, managed to pull the driver out of his seat so that Carl could sit into the seat and get full control of the coach. After driving up the slip road, off the motorway, and then around a roundabout onto a dual carriageway, nearly missing passing cars, he managed to bring the coach to a stop. Without Carl's quick reactions and jumping to the wheel, 45 children and 3 adults could have been killed or seriously injured. That's Carl Tomlinson. Next up we have John Knott. John's got his friends here tonight. John was in the RAF for 27 years and was diagnosed in 2005 with MS. Despite this diagnosis, he remained active in the service for 6 years, even though his symptoms declined. Eventually, he was medically discharged and retired. In 2014, due to the massive change in his life, he found help through Help the Heroes at Phoenix House, who gave him a purpose and a motivation to pursue a new challenge. This resulted in John being given a recumbent bike, as he was unable to walk a great distance, and the lack of his balance prevented him from using a traditional cycle. John started training and went from being able to cycle 8 miles to cycle across the west coast of South Africa. Blood sweating, amazing achievements, absolutely amazing achievements. Blood, sweat and gears went on to raise an incredible £314,000, making it the highest amount in 2016 of any singular third-party fundraising challenge donated to Help the Heroes official. In recognition of his phenomenal achievement, Blood, Sweat and Gears have received the charity's Hero Award for Extraordinary Teams. Well done, John. And the third one in this category is Dr. S. Shinhee. My godson, Sebastian, was given just 2 weeks to live, when after initial misdiagnosis of Bell's palsy, he was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma. Now, I apologise if I describe or read some of these illnesses out wrong. I can't particularly read them and I don't understand them, so I do apologise if I am pronouncing them wrong. And anyway, he was diagnosed this and had a tumour the size of a man's fist in the bone and the soft tissue of his brain. Just behind the left ear. He was only 2 years old. Dr. Shinhan, one of the best paediatrician neurosurgeons in the country, was away on family holiday in Scotland. I believe that due to the urgency of Kaz's conditions and Dr. Shinhan's experience is essentially the success of the operation. He cut short his much-needed family holiday and came back to Sheffield. The same day he performed Kaz's 12-hour brain surgery operation. He is extremely caring, friendly, outgoing, and as a way of explaining the procedures so everybody could understand exactly what was happening. He is a remarkable man and a highly skilled surgeon. Dr. Shinhan.
And the winner is John Knott.
Now could the runners-up please come up to the stage as well, please, and we'll give them their prizes. That's Carl Tomlinson, and unfortunately Dr. Sinhe isn't here tonight, but we do have Carl Thompson. Wonderful, they were all absolutely fantastic. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. Next up is our female awards. And can we please have the sponsor up to the stage? It's Kat from Communications, and I think it's Anthony who's coming up on stage. If he's here, please. Okay, first up for the female awards is Carol Shipley. Carol's got her fan base in again. Carol is an inspiration in the way that she's not only changed her career path after 27 years in sales, but the fact that she managed to build up her nationally award-winning bookkeeping business up from nothing, despite being stricken with potential bodily paralysis with a spinal condition. Having been with her at the lowest of health, and in all of her drive and determination to make the best of everything, both in business and her personal life. In October 2015, she had a twinkle in her back. By mid-December, she was virtually unable to walk. Emergency spinal surgery at the Sheffield Hallamshire Hospital virtually saved her life. She fought back well and managed to thank Hallamshire Hospital. On the 17th of April 2016, along with her friends, she undertook a 5-kilometre walk to Head Start Neurocare, raising over £1,000 for the charity. She is a bookkeeper for at least one of the charities, for the charity tonight on the aisle. She is a member of the Epworth Show Committee and also the Bonfire Committee. She is a go-to person because if she can't help, she knows a man who can. Well done, Carol. Next up we have Jackie McHale. Jackie is the most kind-hearted person I've ever met. She works full-time in a very demanding corporate job. She gives up her spare time to be the treasury for the team Vertigo and provides home help and makes cupcakes, apparently the best tasting in the world. I've yet to taste them yet, but I would like to one day, hopefully. She's making a huge difference in people's lives with her support, and she has helped people to get a second opinion from top consultants in London for applicants who have been told that their cancer is untreatable. Help them to provide support, counselling to their families. She is an honour to everybody who has met her, and it's an honour to call her a friend. She is a true angel. Next up we have Marilyn and Dave Cooper. These fantastic people are foster carers. Not only have they brought up 3 children of their own, but have given the last 25 years of their life to well over 100 foster children. These children have been given the best possible start in their lives. Mum and Dad treat these children with the care and respect they deserve. They integrate them into the family life and show them an alternative way of living. Many of these children stay in touch with Mum and Dad, especially after adoption, as they are obviously being a real important part in their lives. Nothing is too much trouble. Where the foster child is concerned, every situation is addressed to their best intentions at heart. My mum especially, she cries buckets full for these children when they leave. She is committed to each and every one of them 100%. And if I had to be fostered, I couldn't think of a better place to go. Please consider my parents for an award. This will be the icing on the cake for them, a little recognition for a lifetimes of work. that would bring them to tears once again. Marion and Dave. And the winner is Marion and David Cooper. Absolute wonderful winners, Marion and David Cooper, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if we can settle back on your seats now, please, that would be much appreciated. We're going to move on to our next award, and again, it's a very, very important. It's a child award for the over 9 years old. The sponsors for this are the Three Amigos. Can we welcome on stage Steve, Andy, and Phil? Steve, Andy and Phil around, are they coming up? He's asking me, am I a Liverpool fan? He's been the match today. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the Child Awards for the over 9. We're all settled, thank you. First up for nomination is Angus Bean. Angus is my 14-year-old brother. I'm 25 and I've been living with several mental illnesses for the majority of my life. My lowest point was between the years of 2010 and 2013. I struggled with depression, self-injury and eating disorders. At times, I was completely, utterly and totally consumed in my own sickness. My brother's childhood suffered heavily as a result of this, and never once has he blamed me. He has never questioned the attention my parents gave me as a vulnerable adult, nor has he complained about how he did not get as much of their time that he deserved when he was a young child. He has always been forgiving and non-judgmental, even at times when he has missed out as a result of my illness. Day trips have had to be cancelled, visits from friends have been refused on days that I would have not been able to cope. Even though at times he will have been disappointed, I always felt that my well-being was Angus's priority. No matter what he missed out on, he would not get angry and instead would chat to me calmly and lovingly. In childhood, most of us are selfish. Angus has been everything but. At the age of 20, I deliberately took an overdose of medication.
Angus was only 9 years of age. The days that followed were some of the worst days of my life. I was hopeless, frightened and angry. There were days where I would stand in the kitchen with blood running down my arm following an aggressive self-injury, and Angus would just hold on to me and tell me he loved me. This is bringing tears to my own eyes just reading it. He is always there for me. There were arguments with my parents who were terrified of my well-being but didn't really understand. However, Angus always understood. He didn't argue, he just reassured me and told me that I would get better. It would be okay. He would make me little tricklets to remind me of how much he loved me. Sometimes my condition would make me feel angry with Angus, and yet he remained able to see the pain behind it. He would show me calmness and kindness in return. Angus was constantly there for me throughout my recovery. As I gained weight from the recovery and enduring my eating disorders, Angus encouraged me and told me that I was beautiful and that he was happy to see that he was getting his sister back. He told me that he knew it was difficult for me to change my eating habits, but he assured me that I was doing everything well and that he was proud of me. I clung to those words from my lovely special little brother that anchored me against the storms in my mind. Today, I prefer a better place. I studied a PhD in psychology, but even now my position, I'm in awe of Angus. He seems to know how to manage my conditions back better than I could do today, even with my undergraduate and master's degree in psychology. As Angus has grown up, he has asked questions about mental health. He regularly thinks of new ways to help me manage my anxiety and my challenging situations. And his idea, more often than not, really helps me it even helps me more than the therapists. Furthermore, he has many occasions where he returns home from school, and he told me how he introduced the topic to his friends during the class discussions. I am so proud of him. As mental health is often stigmatized, understood, or perceived to be less important than secondary or more visible or touchable physical illnesses, Angus feels the need to generally move these barriers. I'm so grateful to Angus and for what he has given me. We are best friends and exceptionally close. Well done, Angus. He sounds absolutely amazing, child. Next up we have Ryan Golding. I'd like to nominate Ryan as he is an inspiration. He is my old friend's little boy who was diagnosed on his 4th birthday with DMD, the most severe muscular dystrophy. Pardon if I've got this wrong, I really do apologise about these conditions. He was diagnosed, this particular illness is life-threatening, and it also wastes away the muscle conditions that paralyses children and turns their muscles into fat due to the lack of dystrophy into the blood that he doesn't have. There is no cure for this. Ryan was offered a trial for the drug to hopefully slow down the progression down. He travelled to Gosh every week, travelling down every Monday night after school, staying overnight ready for treatment Tuesday morning, then back home in time to collect his brother from school. He had a porta cath fitted during an operation which provides a direct line into the heart so that they can give Ryan infusions every day. This involves putting a needle into the port under the skin to give him infusion, which lasts about an hour at Gosh. He also had a biopsy port operation, regular MRI, echo, ECG, bloods, physical assessments, infusions. He wears a Kitamito device on his leg and a wrist to provide 3D monitoring movements every day. And at home, he has various appointments such as neuromuscular specialists, occupational therapists, DEXA scans, heart scans, wheelchair appointments, speech and language. He has to go to a machine 2 hours a morning and 2 hours each evening. He wears the Camino device every day. He wears a leg splint and a leg gaiter worn every night to stretch his legs out. Specialist insoles, takes steroids and various supplements daily. He uses a wheelchair as needed, daily physio. He has one-to-one support at school, and he is in mainstream school, but he has to lose one day a week while he's on trial. He manages so well, considering how much he has to go through, all of his appointments and procedures, and he really does perform his best, including himself in everything that he does that is possible. In 2012, Ryan, friends and family helped fundraise to get Ryan a specialist machine in America, raising £26,000 in 3 months and giving £7,500 of that towards research. In March, deserves a round of applause, that amazing amount of money. In March 2015, 3 days after his operation, he came to Mum's workplace at BT and helped raise money for comic relief by carrying a bucket around people to make their funny face for money. He was using a dedicated photo booth. He did this all night long until he was too tired to go on. What a wonderful guy Ryan is. Really is amazing. And the next nominee we have in this category is Lily Meyer Proctor. Lily had been through so much this year. She sustained 12% third-degree burns, spent 3 weeks in Sheffield Children's Hospital and went through 2 operations. While in hospital, she contracted MRSA and other hospital bugs. And then being discharged, she contracted 2 other infections, which resulted in antibiotics, daily baths and dressing changes. Through all of this, she has kept a smile on her face and got through it with no complaints. I couldn't be more proud of her. We went on to raise money for the Burns unit in Lily's name to buy new toys, games, entertainment for all the children who visited the award. Lily wanted to do this to help families and children and the staff that helped her. Well done, Lily May.
And the winner is Ryan Golding.
That's Ryan's mum, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a wonderful round of applause. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the next award is the Child Award for Under 9. Please welcome the sponsors on stage from Co-op Foods. Please welcome up Paul. Okay, first up, ladies and gentlemen, we have Finley Tuck. Got Finley here? Finley Tuck for the Child Award Under 9. Finley has had an absent right... Finley has had an absent right lower limb, including his pelvis and his right dystoplastic kidney. Vermilabri with focus on L2 with the association spina bifida and the left hernia. He was also born early at 36 weeks. Finley was diagnosed with the following problems after his prenatal scans. His parents were encouraged to think about the quality of life perspectives for Finley, but have always been positive about what the future would hold for their son. Despite his disabilities, Finley does not technically have any delays in his gross motor skills. He has learned to roll, to crawl, to push up, to pull up, stand up, to climb, and most recently, step with equipment. Finley is currently working on stepping with his elbow crutches, which for a child of only 2 years of age is incredible. Finley is constantly surprising those who work with him. He is able to overcome all of the obstacles in his way. He has mastered forward rolls and climbing the side by himself. Absolutely brilliant. He has an incredible determination and he does not let anything get in his way. He continues to move the boundaries of what is possible. Finley is currently being measured for a prosthetic limb, which seems a new chapter in his life for him. Finley is an inspiration. This is why we would like to nominate him for the Inspirational Award. He has an inspiration to those around him, both for those who have a disability and those without. I expect great things from him in the future. Finley has visited me and tried a hand bite and spent time with me, and I look forward to helping this young man achieve his supporting goals in the future. He is one to watch out for the future Paralympics. Well done, Finley. Next up we have Harlan Seaton. I would like to nominate a 6-year-old boy, Harlan. He was born 11 weeks prem and was very well for a prem baby with no health problems. He just needed to grow. At 11 weeks old, he developed a condition called piverosteronos. A common condition required a minor op. A day stay in hospital, possibly overnight. The operation went seriously wrong, and the mistake was undetected until 36 hours later. Unfortunately, he arrested and required resuscitation. He then suffered from multiple organ failure and abdominal compartment syndromes. He was kept alive by every machine and drug possible. His life expectancy was measured in just half-an-hour blocks. He left the hospital after 8 weeks from intensive care and 8 operations in as many weeks. That's Harlan, ladies and gentlemen. And the next category we have Polly. Polly. Sorry about this mic popping when we say these. Polly was born at just 24 weeks, weighing a tiny 1 pound 10 ounces. She suffered a left-hand brain bleed and was very tough time during her 23 weeks in hospital. Polly is now 6 years of age and has hemiplegia, hydrocephalus, epilepsy, global development delays. Although despite all of this, she is a very happy little girl who loves playing with her sister and friends, and all people who come into contact with her love her instantly. We are a family working tirelessly with Polly so we can achieve the best she can possibly be. She horse rides, swims, and has to have constant private therapists. Polly works so hard at school, and then when she comes home she continues all of her hard work. It's hard as a parent to keep pushing your child so hard, but we just want her to achieve the best she can be. Polly has made our family complete. It's Polly, ladies and gentlemen.
And the winner this evening is Finley Tuck.
Wow, amazing. Brilliant football. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the next award is the Most Inspirational Award, and this is sponsored by B&M. Could Perry please come to the stage? Okay, Perry hasn't come today, so... Okay, for this particular Most Inspirational Award, it goes to Emma Clayson. Sorry, Vasti Emma Clayson, I beg your pardon. Emma deserves this award as she has inspired people of all ages to live their lives to the fullest. She changed the atmosphere of a room wherever she walked in. Her nickname to most was described as Sunshine. She was brave, courageous, bright, funny, talented, weird and wonderful. She was diagnosed with breast cancer. She campaigned Breast Buddies with her close friends to raise awareness. she set up a Facebook page, Heal with a Smile. She brought together friends for her page from across Lincolnshire together. She wrote a blog of her journey too. Vasti lost her mother and stepmother to cancer at a very young age, and through all of her heartache, she still had such positive time. She still had such positivity and time for everyone. She's an inspirational approach on life and dealing whatever she is faced with. She is a beautiful person inside and out. She had many talents, performing arts, singing, drawing, however creative, it came easy to her. She had a loving, caring nature. She was a great friend to me, no matter how bad of a day we were having. You only have to receive a message from her and she would change your mood. She taught me so much over the years, but the last few years gave me courage. She made me believe in myself. She is an everlasting legacy of positivity. Well done.
He would stand next to me, wouldn't he? Pass me that chair. I am standing up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for our final award of the evening, it's the Most Inspirational Child Award. And this goes to, the Most Inspirational Child Award goes to Ebony Smith. She most definitely deserves this title. She was like a ray of sunshine. She won't claim to be I don't claim to truly know Ebony, but I have read and followed her story, made memories and wishes come true, but most of all was her smile. We first met Ebony, she put a stamp on our heart. I wanted to pick her up and take her away from the nasty cancer. Then reality kicked in. Ebony was just 7 years old. She was happy, loving, cheeky, and that smile just melted the hearts of everybody. She fought a battle that no child should. She was so brave. Right up until the end, she just wanted to do and spend time with her beautiful family and friends and go shopping. Ebony was a beautiful, inspirational young girl. Everyone who made me and many others appreciate how important it was to life to love every minute that you are given. The world is a better place for having you in it, Ebony. You will never be forgotten. It's Ebony Smith. We have Ebony's family up to the stage, please. Tammy, Ashley and Chantel.
Our very last person that I would like to bring up on stage is Kay and Simon Newman Smith. Kay is Kasabian Smith's mummy and daddy, Simon. He was one of our finalists last year, and we raised lots of money for him to have his holiday home, his cottage. Yeah. And sadly he did pass away just before Christmas. And what we would like to do is present Kay and Simon again a beautiful picture of her son. And Lee said in the Boogie store we absolutely loved, absolutely to pieces. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that just about draws the awards to an end. So I'd like to thank you very much indeed for all your support tonight. We do hope you've had a wonderful evening. We know it's been very, very emotional. We'd just like to thank you for your patience and support. No doubt that this will be on again next year. Please spread the word on Facebook and Twitter. Get the message out there. Let's make this charity bigger and better every year. Once again, thank you from me and all the organisers. We'd like to wish you a lovely evening for the rest of the night. We have for you Grace Bauer, who's going to sing the rest of the evening. Good night.
I won't talk too much, but can I just say thank you. It is a privilege to be back here again this year. It's such an amazing, incredible event, and to see it grow as well year on year. This has just been absolutely spectacular tonight. Well done to everybody, not only who was won an award, but who was nominated as well. It really is a charity that has my whole heart. It is a pleasure to be back here. That's it, I won't yap anymore. Bit of rocky stuff first. Kenny, can I have a little bit more vocals in the monitor, please? I got my first real six string, pulled it out the fire and I played it on my fingers there. Was summer of '69. Me and some guys from school had a band and tried real hard. But Jimmy quit, Joey got married. You should've known you never get far. Oh, and I love that now. So this will last forever. Oh, and you held my hand. I knew that it was now or never. She knows what are the best days of my life. were the best days of my life. Oh yeah, back in the summer of '69. Oh, me and my baby in '69. Oh, hey, back in the summer of '69. Back in the summer of '69. Oh, hey, back in the summer of '69. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What a wonderful evening again. More rock and roll, I think. Teenage Kicks. Teenage Kicks, so hard to feel. Every time she walks down the street, another girl in my neighborhood. She walks and she looks so good. What a holy time that teenage kicks run through the night. Gonna call her on the telephone. I'm all alone. Next time I know I need a hand, she's the best I've ever had. What a holy time that teenage kicks run through the night. So hard to feel. Every time she walks down the street, another girl in my neighborhood. With your mouth that she loves so good. What a holy tight cat. Teenage kicks right through the night. Gotta call her on the telephone. Cause I'm all alone. Need someone who I need it bad. She's the best that I've ever had. What a holy tight cat. Teenage kicks right through the night. What a holy tight cat. Teenage kicks right through the night. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Cheers. We'll keep it rolling. Grab your partners. This is called Dreaming of You. Hey, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, songs from my heart when it skips a beat. Can't feel no pain when I try down my feet. I feel my lonely room when I'm dreaming of you. Oh, what can I do? I don't want you, but I just need you now. When I'm down and my hands are tied, I cannot reach up and for me to draw the line. From this pain I just can't decide. It's gonna hurt, but I'll have to say goodbye. Hey! I'm in my lonely room when I'm dreaming of you. Oh, what can I do? I don't want you, but I just need you now. Oh yeah.
cracking tonight, and I'm assuming you all agree? So thank you again for having me back. It's been my pleasure. It's a little bit compulsory to finish with this one. A little bit of Bruno Mars and Mark Ronson. I got this one for them hood girls and good girls, straight masterpieces, silent, wildin', living it up in the city. We got shots on the St. Laurent, gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. Too hot, hot dance, call the police and the fireman. Too hot, hot dance, make a dragon water and tire man. Too hot, hot dance, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot, hot dance, I'm about that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Uptown fun, gon' give it to ya. Cause Uptown fun, gon' give it to ya. Uptown fun, gon' give it to ya. Saturday night and we're in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on! Don't believe me, just watch. I'm speechless. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 yeah, stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some liquor in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. We show up, we're gonna show up. Smoother than a fresh drop skin. Too hot, hot dance. Call the police and the fireman. Too hot, hot dance. Make a dragon water and tire man. Too hot, hot dance. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot, hot dance. I'm about that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Uptown fun, gon' give it to ya. Cause Uptown fun, gon' give it to ya. Uptown fun, gon' give it to ya. Saturday night and we're in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on! Don't believe me, just watch. Hey! Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 yeah! Right then, this is the easy bit. You all have to join in. Are you ready? Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. And again. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Louder. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk. One more. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Come on, dance, jump on it. You sexy and flaunt it. You're freaky and on it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Come on, dance, jump on it. You sexy and flaunt it. It's Saturday night and we're in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on! Don't believe me, just watch. Hey! Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 hey. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Say what? Uptown, funk you up. 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 Say what? Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Saturday night and we're in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on! Thank you guys. Thank you for having me. And happy birthday, Chris.